Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, everybody. This is EvolMenime. How are you doing today? I am absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking. And today we have behind us ice, baby. So, off camera, I did what I said I was going to do, and I built this bridge that kind of just wraps around out here to the new biome. And as you can see, I have ice. I went ahead and did some obsidian farming. I don't know if you can really tell, but that's all obsidian underneath here because this pickaxe is absolutely ridiculous. So if you haven't seen this type of ice farm before, it's pretty simple. You just put water source blocks in all the diagonals, and then you put the things above it so that they don't freeze when it gets cold, and then you can come through here and just smash all of these and get all the ice like so. Oop. And be careful about that. I'm actually going to be replacing the sides with I got a ghost block. Still haven't fixed that. We do have the new update, or the latest snapshot installed. So there, a lot of people are calling it the bug fix update. Because I guess that's what Mojang is going to be concentrating on, and this update is bug fixes. Oh, we got all the blocks that are. Let's see if we can just update these. Yeah, is this one bugged? Nope. So let's see if we can get these updated. Oh man, just destroying all of these. Okay, let's grab these last few ones, and then we're going to be done. And I'll show you what else I've been working on. And see, you can see it fills all back up with water, and just let it freeze again. So we got 4 stacks of ice. That's pretty awesome. So as you noticed, I was wearing a bunch of chain armor. I do have some enchanted stuff, so we're going to come into our thing. I'm going to show you kind of what's been going on over here with our villager breeder system. I had to do too much villager breeding, I would say, but we ended up getting a crap ton of librarians that all had, like, this is the guy I finally got Silk Touch with, which took forever, and I haven't upgraded him any more than that to see what else he has. But these guys, efficiency, respiration, all that kind of stuff. When we come in here, we can see this is actually all for my bow. I got some extra emeralds left. And then this was all the other stuff that I had to buy in order to keep this stuff going. There's no diamond shovel or anything, so I'm just using the iron one, which is fine. And then the last thing that we did, and the last thing I'm going to show you before we get back into building the gold farm, is I upgraded my cobblestone generator. And this is what we have here. So, it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so you have a row of the hoppers here and here, and the reason I put the hoppers here is because sometimes the cobblestone falls over the side, but I can stand here with my pickaxe and just mine away, and I can just kind of, you know, forget about it. And it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And then all of the cobblestone gets deposited in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of our ice, and I've actually mined some ice, other ice. But we're going to take all of this, and we're going to go into the nether, and we're going to finish off our gold farm. One of the things that happened during all this, because you'll notice my nether portal is gone, is these portals over here have actually linked up with the other portal where all the poppies are being spat out. Uh-oh. 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 We need to clean this out again. Okay, hold on. See, why doesn't this work when I record? Normally I can just hold down the Q and control. Ooh, was it shift? Nope. And it would just dump all of these out, but it doesn't want to work while I'm recording. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, we're gonna get rid of all these too. We need to make sure we have space for the iron farm to continue to fill up. And I'm getting so much of it, I just don't care. I actually have 2 chests full of iron blocks as it is. Oh my god. And it's a little bit ridiculous. This is too much iron. So I'm going to empty these out, and then I'll meet you guys in the nether. Welcome back. So we got it working. I didn't record most of it because honestly the just amount of concentration of work that went into building this was really difficult. It took me quite a long time to get this all working. There was a lot of modifications that I had to do. I ended up putting this up around here, and I haven't even actually tested this because before, when I was getting the XP, it was just coming into me and then bouncing off. So let's actually come down here real quick, and I'll show you some of the things that I've done. So so this level right here, I actually created this switch so that I could turn the whole system off, and it shouldn't be powered anymore. We'll see if it goes off again. It shouldn't, but we'll see. Nope, I think we're good. So then we can come down a couple more. Ooh. What are you doing? To here. What did he get? Blasters. Garbage. And I set up a you know, quick little item filter. It actually doesn't do too bad of a job keeping up. But anyway, so all 4 of the things come into this one pipe that come down. So you can see that one comes in there, this one comes in there. It's all going to the sorting system. So we have all my rotten flesh, gold bars, and gold nuggets. And then the incessant clicking is for all my junk items. I just void them. It's a little bit annoying, but it has to be done. So, actually, let's... Whoa. It's kind of bizarre. And then... Ooh. Nope. I'm gonna have to, like, break one of these walls to get out. Actually, I'll later see if I can put like a fence post in there and see if that'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here, I'm going to AFK a little bit longer, collect up some of the gold, and then we'll work on making some of the gold tracks and stuff for the Iron Titan. So I will be right back. All right, welcome back, guys. Just want to check in and give you guys a little status update. So we're starting to get the base laid out for the Iron Titan. I started making some chests and stuff, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to discuss a couple things with you real quick. And the first thing, before I forget again, is the glaringly obvious change that I've made like 2 episodes ago that I still haven't discussed. And that's my texture pack. I have gone ahead and got the Faithful 32 texture pack with clear glass, which isn't clear. Well, actually, I don't even know if it's resource packs. Yeah, clear glass. Anyway, it says it's incompatible because I'm using the latest snapshot. So what I'm going to do here is I've actually decided to do a 64 rows of chests. So from that block right there all the way down to this block over here is going to be 64 chests. Now, the semi-problem with this is right on the spawn chunks. So I can't have any redstone or anything past this point. And, well, I don't want to. And the reason I don't want to is because I'm still kind of unsure about lazy chunks. I've done a little bit of reading and research on them and how they work. And I'm still not 100% sure that it's going to work for what I need. If there's redstone beyond that point, I don't know if it'll continue to load and operate. So the reason I made this platform this big is because right next to the Iron Titans here, I'm actually going to have a 3x3 area for the item elevator to go up and over to the top. And then I've actually planned this out so I can get 16 chests high. I cannot do the 32 like I had previously wanted to, but I can get 16 high and then 64 long on each side, and then that should work out perfect. The other thing I wanted to discuss, real quick, back on the texture pack stuff, is the Faithful 32 texture pack has been updated for 1.10. As you can see, you have the little icons here, and if I push F, you can see it pops up over there to the left of the menu bar with the hotbar. But it's not on the regular website because I guess one of the guys who was working on it had stopped working on it, and so the other guy kind of took over the project. So you kind of have to do some digging. If I can remember, I will put the link in the description to where I found it, so that way you guys can use it if you like it. The other thing I wanted to discuss is over in my idea world. So let me jump over there real quick and I'll meet you over there. Yeah. All right. We are here in my idea world. And if you remember, we had previously done this with the minecart, and it would pick up the items and stuff and then dispense it. And so what I'm actually going to have to do to get this to work is I'll probably have to move it over a little bit, because I'm going to have 64 chests, right? So it's going to, the 64 chests is going to start here. You know, say that's the last chest and it goes 64 that way. So I'm probably going to have to put it to the side, like over here, and then kind of do some sort of S thing to get it to go along those chests, which shouldn't be too big of a problem. I would reorient this, but this is very specific on which direction it faces. So I'm currently working on setting up like a redstone test area to kind of show everybody exactly how all this kind of stuff works. So this one is set up the same way as that one, to the north, right? This one is set up facing south, as you can see. See, it says facing south right here. And when it faces south, you can see it's going to run along and it's going to come back, and you can see that this is full, and it's going to go in there every time because of the way tracks work and where they decide to connect. And that same goes true like for this, right? So I have these ones facing east, and then this one is just the mirror of that because I wanted to see if that made any difference, and it doesn't. You can see they just keep running in a circle. Even though they're completely empty, they should be going straight, but they're not. So this design is very, very picky, and it's all because of how tracks link up, because it's all procedural, right? So if you have, let me see if I can demonstrate this real quick. If you have tracks like this, right, procedurally, it's always going to link up to that one, always, right? And that's going to change depending on what direction you're facing. So if I have the tracks laid out, oh no, it's actually always going to do the exact same. It's always going to go from east to south, right? So that's how it's always going to link up. And then it becomes different when you throw in a redstone signal and how it switches. I might actually have to do dust. Let me do this real quick, just because I want to show this to you. I plan on, like I said, I plan on doing like a pretty big tutorial on how all of this works. Okay, I can't get it to work right now. Doesn't matter. But just know that this is always how these tracks are going to place. No matter how many other tracks or what other tracks are around them, they're always going to place that way. So because of that, this is able to work. But if you face it the other direction, it will not work because of this mechanic right here. So I'm going to jump back into my Skyblock world, and then we are going to start getting some more of the iron. Oh, let me show you this real quick too. Sorry. So this is the item elevator, and it works again. They made it work again, I guess, as part of the bug update patch. So basically what happens now, and it's kind of dumb, and I honestly really don't like it, so I don't even know if I'm going to continue doing it, but you'll be able to see that they kind of just jump up, right? It's not like a fluid, smooth transition. It's kind of jerky. And the reason they did this is so the items wouldn't go flying out the top. So basically what it's doing, and one of the reasons it's so jerky, is because it's going up each block, up, 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 nice and slow. But I can still get this to work. It'll still look kind of interesting. I think in the Iron Titan to have the iron flow up, and then, get dispensed through this sort of thing. So, yeah. So realistically, I guess what's going to have to happen is this is going to be where the hoppers are at, and then these two blocks are going to be where the chests start, and then I could probably just loop this back in on itself, come up and then around and then down, and it should work just fine. But we'll see how it all works out. So I'm going to jump back into the Skyblock world, and I'm going to continue getting the Iron Titan figured out. Okay, welcome back. Another little status update for you guys. And sorry, the game is a little bit framey. I'm rendering a video out right now for you. So this is kind of what we got going on. So we got these 64 chests going along here, and right now I have 2 stacked on top of each other. This is actually going to be covered up, so we'll only be able to access these ones, which is what I want. And I may not even want to access them. I may set up a system. I know I'm going to have a system somewhere in the middle where I can stand and it'll dispense from all of these at once and just rain down on me, so I can make blocks. I might have another system with like a lever or something just to shoot out a stack from each side and just alternate, so like so that way I can just get one whole stack of iron from each side when I need it. So this is kind of what it's going to be like, and then I'm going to put the next set of hoppers on this backside, and then just zigzag all the way up until I hit 16. And then I'll put in the minecart system to deliver it all, and then I'll build the item elevator to get it to the minecart system to deliver all that stuff. So I think I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to go away for a while and just collect a bunch of trees so that I can make a crap ton of more chests so that we can get this all built. And hopefully in the next episode we'll be a lot closer to getting this item sorting system figured out for the Iron Titan. And with this many chests, 64 rows, 16 high on each side, that gives us 128 on each side, or total rows times 32. You guys can do the maths. It'll work out pretty well. So and I shouldn't ever have to worry about the storage of the iron. And then probably what I'll do is I'll add some sort of detection system along the top row, so that once that top row gets full, it'll just start spitting the iron into the void, probably out the backside, so that way it never overflows. We never run out of the poppies, and that's good to go. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching and stopping by and checking this out. I really do appreciate it. So we got the gold farm pretty much done in this episode, and we started the storage system for the massive amount of iron that we are getting. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.